Norman Road. And Heath in Humanity Junction, starting soon. That is good. Yeah. I'm telling you. It was a bit of work. You guys can't hear me though, right? And Kill River Valley, High Sparky and everyone. John, 2618 evening, Sparky, PDRR engineer. How are you doing, Art? I see locomotive. Steve, can anybody hear me though? That's going to be the big question. Maybe you are quiet, so we can hear you. Okay. Probably because it's on the wrong camera. So, hopefully it gets better than that. And Steven, how are you? And part of the junction, nice to see you, buddy. Alex Brockway, stick around, buddy. I got something just for you. Just for you. This might be a little bit better. One of the speakers right here in front of my face. And James Golden, how are you, bud? Just talking to you. And James, would be awesome if you came over here on a Wednesday and did the live show. That'd be awesome, bud. Bring some of your locomotives and your rolling stock or whatever and show them off to the world. So, Anfield Road layout in the loft. How are you doing? The Carver is here. Wayne Fork and Spoon. We got Joe Rader, Fred Wild, Digger Evans. How are you? Sean McGee. Same with you, buddy. Come on over and be a guest on Wednesdays. You did it once. You were almost famous. Do it again, you will be. Chris Mitchell. How are you, bud? And Humanity Junction. There's a couple new things. Well, there's one new thing, but starting soon. That's the big new thing. So, what happened last week? And Nancy, nice to see you. John Tanzillo, Dwayne Fortune Spoon said hi to you. Rail artist, very cool name. Blake Curley, nice to see you. But what happened is Windows 10 did an update last Thursday. So, like a good little boy, I hit go ahead and update it now. I shut off my computer every night. So, I come out here the next day and I thought, you know what, for some reason, I wanted to turn on XSplit. I was just checking something. And there was not a camera on XSplit. I'm like, okay, what just happened to all that? So then I got digging around a little bit more. The only camera that was working on XSplit was this one right here. Okay, and now I'm getting a little freaked out. Where'd all my cameras go? Like, this computer is built just for live streaming. You're telling me I just lost all my USB ports? Like, oh boy, I know nothing about computers. I turn them on, I plug in things, hopefully the computer tells me it works. That's about all I know about computers. So, I couldn't figure it out. Where did all my cameras go? My mic quit working a while ago. I just gave up on that Yeti mic. So, I kind of figured out that Heath knows a little bit about computers, and I'm like, dude, this is what happened. He's like, did you go into, and I forget what he said, fix your mic. Hopefully it's working. But, hey Jacob, how are you? But anyway, he told me to go into a certain spot on Windows 10, look for all my devices, I think it's called Device Manager or whatever. Hard to hear you. Oh boy. Well, this thing's turned up all the way. Audio. Come on, let me turn it up. Oh, I love that. I can't turn it down though. SSW Train Freak, thank you very much, buddy. And leave that one alone. The other mics on the other cameras might be overpowering me. Audio low, Sparky. Thanks, Ralph. Something I'm going to have to work on, obviously, for the next one. I'm obviously going to have to yell at you guys. Or you guys got to turn up your speakers. You better stay on the tracks, too. There. That might be a little bit better. Hopefully. what camera I just went to. This one's giving me the audio, I hope. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. Turn the dang local off. I did that. I shut the sound off on it, so I didn't realize that thing was that loud. First time half deaf, so I can hear myself from the speakers, and I'm very, very low, so hopefully that's better for you guys. Now it sounds like a helicopter. What happened to that now? Hold on, John. Touch to turn call messenger off. Oh, there we go. Hello. Which camera was that? Not that one. The new touchy camera. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Hold on. So this has got a 30-second delay, but this is probably the camera that's picking up the audio then, right? Okay. Perfect. All right, I'll bring this one over. Thanks. Hold on, guys. I'll just get the audio put where it's supposed to be. Now that you guys can hear me really well, but you can't see what the heck I'm doing. Of course, now I got to turn off the track too. Oh, I've never had so much fun. And train's not just off the tracks, it's Gandhi off the tracks. Well, this is how you start a good live stream. I'll bring this one over so the mic will actually be over here where I'm talking. Take that out of there. I have no idea where the rest of my train went. There it is. Okay, this is called having fun. Hello, I'm back. All right. Maybe I should start this over. So now you guys can probably hear me a lot better because that's the mic that's doing the audio, which doesn't make any sense. Perfect live stream. Thanks, James. Okay, to start this whole thing off, what I was talking about was Windows 10 did an update, which is really what screwed up the whole system. And all my cameras ended up getting deleted off my system. And then I turned on XSplit, there was no cameras. Make a long story short, Heath helped me out a little bit on where to find them. I had to reload all my cameras onto my computer, and I've only done 4 of the 6, I think, which is fine. Obviously one's got a mic on it that works right now. And then I went into XSplit after that, and this is yesterday, and my God, I can see myself. Hey, now you guys can even see me too. Mike, have a problem, but still happy birthday to you. Thank you, the Closet Branch. David Z to G Scale, always with the gremlins on Sparky. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, we got her all back now. Hopefully. Sounds better, you can see me, everything else. But I go into XSplit last night to make sure my live stream is actually going to work. There wasn't anything on XSplit. It was like I was a brand new customer to XSplit. There was nothing. So that's where that first screen came from, because I pushed the wrong button and now I'm stuck with this thing, which says starting soon. And then I had to reload all my cameras and all my scenes, and I was up until 11 o'clock last night just trying to figure out how to set up my XSplit again. Obviously I didn't do a very good job because that mic's working, that mic's not, but that camera's working. But anyway, we're here now. So MS5107, aka Chazco, happy birthday, thank you sir. And Yellow Jacket, RWC20 Man, how are ya? And oh boy, Barnabas Junction, yeah, thanks for the phone call, bud. And I think John tried to call me at the same time you did, and I don't know, anyway. We're here now, so. CDP 1965, happy birthday, thank you sir. This is all tomorrow, you guys can come back tomorrow and say it. Just leave it in the comments below. Well, everything's gone strange now. Yeah. Alright, well, hey, it's just one of those nights to be a weird stream anyway. Happy birthday. That's a big arse balloon, man. Oh, wow. You just in jack up situation. I have no idea what situation I'm in. Got you, little bugger. Hearing you on a slight delay also. I'll just cover my mouth like this. I could actually change the camera itself. Let's see if this works. Alright, what camera was that? There, a little different. But the same. Oh boy. Also an echo, I think. Wow, we've always had that in this place. Rail fanning Brett. Rail fanning? Rail fan Brett. Rail fanning. Anyway, how are you? Dave Strain saying hi. Barnabas Junction, we can hear your replay. Got it. Did that too. That's because that camera was sitting right in front of the speaker. Oh, jeepers creepers. I'm telling you guys, I am new at this, but hey, I got a new shirt. You guys can't even see it now. So, a lot of guys did a little video call on that, mail call. See if I can get you guys down a little bit better. I don't even know what camera I'm looking at anymore. Maybe I should just leave it alone. Did one of you get a cake? Nope, no cake for me. That's tomorrow, Jerry. And Rob, why are you -4 saying happy birthday? I hear an echo. That'll go away. Give it a minute. I actually had the camera sitting in front of a speaker because I'm new. Oh boy. And Chris Mitchell saying hi to Amy. She came out just to throw this balloon behind me. And you got YouTube playing in the background, Sparky. Not anymore. Better be done. And CDP 1965, thank you, buddy. And throw one of these on anyway. This is about the only normal thing in my live stream tonight. Woohoo, finally, alright. So we're back on track, and it only took us 15 minutes. And the picture's probably crooked, but you know what? I'm not touching that camera. Not a chance. And Timmy C saying happy birthday. Haha, of course. Sean McGee, 6719. Very cool. Wow, we filled up pretty quick. Poor old Sparky. Old's the key word on that one, Norman. John Tanzillo saying hi. And I like that shirt. Yeah, so do I. I like the whole thing. I'm a winner. Now I believe myself every time I read this. So, happy birthday. Norman Rowe throwing out some emojis. Nice Container Man shirt. Missed that contest. This is one of those contests that got longer and longer and longer the more you played it. I think he ended up with 10 different questions. So, 15 and we are A-OK. And Jack, happy birthday. Thank you, buddy. Do the old switcheroo. You better stay on track. I've had enough problems tonight. Give me the old crazy hair. Why not? It's been one of those nights, I'm telling you. Steve Arnold saying happy birthday. And very cool. Jacob J. Happy early birthday. And there's Just Nate with Tiogonda Valley Railroad and Coal Company saying hi to everybody. Jacob J saying hi to everybody. So very, very cool. Now that I'm like completely sidetracked on what I thought I was going to be doing tonight. Well, I'm still going to do it. It's just now I'm really sidetracked. I know what I need. Maybe that's what started this whole thing. I didn't get some drink. And thank you for the birthday wishes, Nate. And there's Anthony, Georgia's Sunbelt. And guys, Georgia's Sunbelt's one, after we're done our little chat tonight about switches and turnouts and things like that, he's got one on frog juicers. Very good video to go watch. It explains frog juicers a little bit, how to hook them up and kind of how they work. So it was pretty cool. Very, very happy that he posted that video. I learned something on that one. Containerman 68, it's not an echo, it's the hollow sound from the 45-foot shed that has no wall or floor covering, nothing to deaden the bouncing sound. It bounces off me. And how's the weather? Today was cold. It was like 20 degrees, very windy, cloudy all day. Kind of crazy. Happy birthday, Spark. That has to be the most entertaining start to a stream so far. Yeah. My goodness. And I've had that happen once before, and good thing I looked down the track because I got a building across the tracks right now. Running the train pretty slow anyway, so woodworking with Amy today was nice. Yeah, for you. And ZD USA Rail Fan, hello Sparky, and happy birthday, thank you bud. And hi Mark. And that one got warm, thank you very much. My car thermostat reached 38 degrees C. Wow, that would be warm. Last week was like that for us. Should be here on the East Coast, plus 32. That'd be awesome. I love the heat, so. What does the back of your shirt say? I'm almost afraid to show you. Turn my back on the computer, it'll probably completely disappear or something. But there you go. You guys have to see it. I'll have to watch the replay to see it. So last week's Super Chats, big thank you to Containerman 68 and Mr. Chris Mitchell. Very cool of you guys to throw those up there. And then on Sunday I thought I'd just throw a live stream up there. The train's running around the layout. So I used my GoPro. Did a whole hour stream basically of following the train around the track. Really cool. I actually watched the replay and turned the camera around so the other train was coming to it, back and forth. That was a pretty cool shot. Did that for about 10 minutes too. So, but thank you on that one to Containerman 68 and Norman Rowe. You guys are pretty cool. And I've actually watched that live stream like 3 times now, so I'm probably going to do something like that again. That was a lot of fun to actually do. So, and the trains are running pretty good. Live streams aren't running very good, but the trains, flawless on Sunday. I was so surprised. Things didn't start messing up until I actually turned that train car around, and then I started messing around with controllers and stuff like that. There's only room for one nigga guy, and it's not me. Mind you, isn't tomorrow the day I'm allowed to wear my birthday suit? Wonder if I can get away with that at work. Huh. They might not like that, send me home. So then I get a day off. And Steve Arnold saying hi to Heath. You need more GoPro. Well, we can do that. I got 4 batteries for the thing, so I could probably do a 5-hour live stream with it. It's just the live stream would probably stop, change the battery, and then start over again. But you never know how bored I get on the weekends. So, but contest, guys, I haven't done one for a while. And like I said, I do have the question for you. Hopefully you guys can answer it right here in the chat right now. For 5,000 subscribers, what I was thinking for my contest is, of course, it'll be a gift certificate for $1,000 from OVR Trains. Now, the way to enter the contest, I'm thinking, please give me your opinions in the chat as soon as I say this, but to enter the contest, you'd have to go to OVR Trains, buy something, and in the comments below of your receipt type thing, and it says leave a comment for the store, say I'd like to enter Sparky's contest. So that'd be how you enter. You buy something from OVR Trains and you get an entry. So if you bought like 50 things, you get 50 entries. Doesn't matter how many times you enter. And then after, say, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month, I get all those entries together and hold a contest. Now it's $1,000. A couple people last time I suggested this did say break that up to 600 and 200 and 300, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6, 3, and 1, I think. I don't know, my math's all off now because my whole head's like flipping around. Mile Junction N scale, happy birthday! That thing better still be on the tracks. I like this one. Thank you, sir. Very cool. $1,000 should cover shipping to Maryland. Yeah, it should. For sure. Shipping's not that much. If I buy 500 5-cent items, do I get 500 entries? Sure. If you can find 5-cent items at a train store, go for it. But shipping might cost you quite a bit. This camera's really starting to tilt. Why is that? Come on. Because I'm at the end of its leash. Oh goody, I get to buy more windmill turbine blades. And laugh out loud, Anthony. 1,006, 3, and 1. Yeah, I kind of had that in the back of my head and then lost it for a second. So, but a couple people did suggest that. Do 600 for first prize, 300 for second, and 100 for third. I'm good with that if that's the way you guys want to go. But it's the whole idea of how to enter. Buying something from OVR Trains to put that comment in there would get you entered into the drawing. So, Sparky needs a KFC bucket for a wig. That wouldn't be a wig. That would be like a covering. Just gone. I'd be missing. Then you really wouldn't hear me. I'd hear an echo. Would be an awesome contest. Thank you. And like I said, with OVR Trains, they're sponsoring my channel anyway. So for me and for them, it's kind of a win-win. Plus you guys get to buy something that you need. And plus $600 for top prize. If I'm kind of pretty sure I'm going to go that way. So, but that's a good chunk of change to buy some train stuff with. So 6, 3, and 1, 3 prizes. Why not? And like I said, you can enter as many times as you want. And if you want to buy 5-cent stuff at a train store, pay the shipping for it, Heath, well, all the power to you. Conrail cab looks awesome. I think it looks pretty good. And BR374, thank you. And later Dave. Ron Brights, be nice to enter, but guess would count me out. They ship to Australia. It's just expensive to get something there. So that's for anybody. Shipping to Australia is very expensive for some reason. So Rick Bailey, now you show up. Sparky needed an IT guy earlier. Yeah, I still do because I actually have three cameras staring at me right now. Got this one, looks up my nose. I got this one's a little off to the side. And then we got, I don't even know where they all went now. Uh-oh. Oh, and then this one that was supposed to be watching trains. But now it's, well, I guess it's still watching trains. They're just back there. So, and hi Chuck. Brian Ferguson. How are you doing? And then Brian's popping in too. Tom's Trains and Things. Debbie said no more buying. Don't tell her. Like I said, I just, to me, it's kind of a win-win for OVR Trains and for you guys. So, and that's where the gift certificate is going to be for anyway. So you might as well kind of search around the website and see what you want to get with your prize. So, just my idea. Like I said, let me know in the chat what you guys think of that kind of idea and if that's a kind of cool way to enter. And if you guys don't like that way to enter, well, we'll try to think of something else. Or throw it up in the chat how you guys think is a good way to enter a contest. So, but she said we have to save for vacation this summer. Yeah, and Tom, I'm thinking about that. Like, they just extended this emergency thing in Ontario again. And that probably means the border's not going to open still. So you might be actually hosting the YouTube meet and greet at Strasbourg. But you never know. Time will tell. So But Tuesdays, we got back on track, or on track Tuesdays. And we all know who those guys are, but this week is going to be somebody different. So we got, hopefully this is muted. But this coming Tuesday, we got Flying Crow doing the show. So you guys should run over and subscribe to his channel. We got 65 in here watching right now. And I'm sure there's quite a few of you guys not following the Flying Crow. Really good at weathering. Very meticulous. Does his own decals and stuff. Kansas City Southern. And he just spent about a week with Wilmer, hanging out, doing some rail fanning and stuff like that. And probably getting a rundown on how to do On Track Tuesday. So check him out, guys, the Flying Crow. He's at 277. So hopefully by the end of this stream we can get him up, hopefully 300. And then this coming Tuesday we can all tune into his live show. I think he's done live shows. Yeah, he has done live shows before, but this will be his first time doing the On Track Tuesday live show. So we'll all pop over there on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Give him some support. And I watched a couple of those videos. Wow, I actually paused it on my own screen. I think I can do that. Oh boy. It's just one of those nights. I thought those videos were at near Wilmer's. Well, these ones are. The first 4 he's got are at Wilmer's. An episode of Not Bad makes an appearance on. And switching, and that's all off of Wilmer's front porch, so. And Jerry Heath, send what you buy to me. I'll hold it for you. Yeah, there you go. Or you guys can all send it to me and I'll hold it for you. Run it on the layout. I would have just showed you guys that really long train that went by, but the camera's in front of me now, so. Oops. So, we said highs. You guys all said highs. Showed you guys the new starting soon scene. Isn't that cool? I just don't know if I get rid of it, how I put it back. So I'm just going to leave it there. Catch my pen. So that's the Flying Crow, guys. I'll check back in. Like I said, he's got 277. Hopefully we can get him right up there. And I haven't seen Ralph Greenwood popping in yet. He usually throws up some of the links. But that's pretty easy. Just type in Flying Crow. His comes right up there. You just got to look for the Flying Crow symbol right there, and that'll be his channel. The next one I got, guys, kind of really special to me, is when I did the YouTube meet and greet at Steamtown. We get to the hotel and we're walking into the restaurant and the bar type thing, and there's this young man sitting there, and he's got this bright burgundy shirt on, and it says, "I follow Sparky 107 and I was completely baffled on who it was. But he come over, introduced himself, Alex Brockway. I've actually spent some time visiting with him at his house in his town. He gave me a little bit of a tour. But there you can see a few words from Sparky. That was the start of the Steamtown. There's that red shirt I was talking about. Maybe pop that up. Maybe pop that up. It might come. You never know. Alex Brockway. Oh, must say it on the back. Oh, there it is. See, I follow Sparky. Wait, put that back. So that's the shirt he was wearing at Steamtown. And I just thought that was like totally cool. So guys, he's got 170 subscribers, Alex Brockway. And he is just in the process of moving, so he just took down his layout. So I'm pretty sure they're getting a bigger basement. They're going to be starting a new layout. And he was in here at the start of the show. And there's Ralph Greenwood putting up the Alex Brockway link. Thank you very much, Ralph. And I think Vinny's doing it too. He's not telling us what link he's posting. So just a really, really good young man to follow. And like I said, I was just completely impressed. And then going over to his place, I met his mom, his dad, his grandfather, and him. We all kind of hung out, in the basement watching some of his trains. And then he just kind of showed me around town to the visitor center. We went down to the local rail yard, took some video of some of the trains up close and personal. Just really cool kid to hang out with. And one of the videos he does have on his channel, see if I can find it for you guys. It's a good one to watch. Up right there. Baby duckling rescued from the drain. So it's kind of a cute video to watch if you like ducks. Or even if you just like nature alone. But he's following these ducks around with a camera, and then, well, you'll just have to watch the rest of it to see what happens. But good old dad comes to the rescue, so that's a good thing. And bye, Chuck. Good night, Chuck. Later, Chuck. Unless the wife will do it. Uh-oh. So I missed part of that chat. But anyway, I always miss so much of the chat. Junction, that shirt will cost you 50 bucks. I'll sell it to you for 45, and maybe he'll send me another one for free. I'm just going to win another contest that he has. So, now, the next shout out that I want to do, guys, and he's right here in the chat tonight. He's throwing up the links for you guys. Ralph Greenwood is, if he's a moderator for your channel, is just a godsend. If you shout out a channel, he's real quick at throwing up links. If you have a store or a website or something, he's pretty quick throwing up the links to that. So, he hasn't posted a video in a little bit. And the last one he did post was my second response to Sparky's video. And that was my how to grow your channel videos. And he's got 2 videos on that. And extension. He does do the car barn. He's got 22 of those. It's kind of a video series that he does on N-scale projects. Very cool. But I just wanted to give Ralph a really big shout out, guys. I hope you can go over and follow him. He's got 428 followers. Penn Central caboose there. Very cool. And like I said, he's just an awesome guy in the community. There to support as many channels as he can. Takes part in all the live chats. And like you said, he's real quick to throw up links to make things really easy for you guys. So when we're talking about shoutouts and channels like Ralph Greenwood's, he throws the link up, so you guys just got to click on it and go over to the channel. Make sure you're watching some videos, guys. Don't just go over to a new channel, doesn't matter who it is, and hit subscribe. Because you do that, and then they subscribe back to you, and YouTube looks at it and says, they don't like each other, so subtract. Nobody wins that way. So make sure if you're following a new channel, you guys are watching a couple of the videos. Even if it's only a couple short ones, then at least YouTube knows that you watch something. So, but Ralph Greenwood, thank you very much, buddy, for helping me out. I know you helped Vinny out quite a bit. And there's a couple of other live streams that you pop in on that you'll help out too if you're a moderator, and that's awesome. Alex Brockway, you've been following me for ever and ever until a blue moon came across the horizon, and I just think you're a really awesome young man, and wanted to throw that one out there. And Flying Crow, doing the On Track Tuesday this week because it's the 5th Tuesday of the month. Something different for him. Very cool guy, and very nice channel to watch and follow also. Really good at weathering, like I said. So the live stream this Tuesday should be pretty cool. If not bad, we'll probably have something to say about it too. So, and sporting the cool shirt tonight. It is kind of cool. And it's white, so I like it. Sparky, tell them to also comment on new channels. You just did. So thank you very much, SSW Train Freak 86, Jason W. And there is Dave, the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad, saying hi to a few people. Awesome. And live from Texas, BNSF N-Scale, Dave. So that's all of the shoutouts I had. Like I said, check out those 3. The links are in the chat there, guys. And what I kind of wanted to talk about, because Wilmer's been having a little bit of a problem, is switches. So just a normal everyday And I believe all mine are insulate, but you can get different kinds. You can get insulate with plastic on them, and maybe we'll see if this camera's gonna try to work. Let's see, come on. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Oh, get it off that. Where are we here? So, I'm pretty sure all mine are insulate, like I said. Now there's two different kinds of insulate you can get. You can get ones with plastic frogs in the center. Now, no matter what you do to a plastic frog, when your train goes over it, if you're running 2-axle, a lot of times your train's going to lose power. So I like to get the ones that have metal insulate. Now, this is completely isolated. You can see the gaps in it, here and there. That's plastic. But this part here is all metal. And there's a little tab out here on the side. So you can wire that to your switch points. And when you're switching that, it changes the polarity of your frog. Now, there's a trick to that though. You're going to want to try to use something like, where'd the name go? A tortoise or a snail. Snail. I like the snails to do this kind of thing, just because this one has a decoder installed in it. So if you're running DC, or DCC I should say, you just got to connect 2 wires to 1 and 8 pins on the bottom, and then you can switch it with a toggle switch, or you can switch it with your DCC controller. But then it also gives you the option to run wires from these rails, stock rails, to your frog, and that switches it over. So I like to get the metal insulate, and the way you would connect those, Wilmer, and I'm going to switch back to the other camera just because it might be a little easier to see, but when you're doing a switch, come in here. Now don't ever solder a switch, because these things will screw up and you just want them nice and easy to get rid of. So if you're running flex track into this, take ties out, probably about 3 ties, so you can slide a rail joiner back and forth on the flex track. These two can be metal. Because this is an insulate, nothing's going to happen, and behind it has the connections for those 2 rails going back and forth. Now when you do that though, it livens up. 3 rails become 1 polarity. Switch it the other way, 3 rails become the other polarity. So, hits that, comes over to this spot. This rail and that rail are connected, but they're not through here. Know what I mean? This rail here and this rail over here are connected, and they're connected with a wire in behind the switch. So, what you're going to do, so you can use metal rail joiners on this one and this one, because those rails go all the way from one end to the other. Simple. These 2 rails are actually getting switched with polarity all the time. Every time you flip the switch, a lot of times these 2 rails will switch back and forth. So you need insulated rail joiners on those, being plastic. When you get these, they are a pain in the arse to put on. And don't set them down on your plywood, on your baseboard, because you're never going to find those again. So you got to get your good eyeballs out. Stick those on there, so you got metal, plastic, plastic, metal. Got that part? So the way you're actually going to wire this is, because you got flex track over here, you can have your 2 feeder wires over here. Goes in here, insulate, this is all insulated. You got your plastic rail joiners here and here. And then you put your next piece of flex track on there, which is right here. And you'd have one here. You'd have to run feeder wires to here and also to here, because they're isolated here. Making sure you're not crossing your polarity over. This one and this one is red and black. This one and this one. This would be red. That would be black. Pretty straightforward now. Hopefully that helps Wilmer out a little bit. And I thought I had electro frogs here, but I don't. Like I said, the only thing I have gotten is insulate frogs, but I like to go with the metal frog just because you can power that. And using a tortoise switch machine or a smale makes it very, very simple. Pin number 4 would go to your frog, and 2 and 3 would be your stock rails. Just make sure you get the right one, so when it's flipped over one way, it'll make that frog that polarity. Now, those are pretty simple switches. Left, right, couple wires to each. Just make sure you're using the insulated rail joiners. And it doesn't matter if you're using insulate frog, electro frog, or anything. I would suggest always using the insulated rail joiners and doing track feeders right after and right before your switches. Makes it pretty simple. What I'd really like to see is somebody do a video on how to wire this. This is actually an electro frog. Of course it is, because it's 3 of them. But there is so many different connections behind here. Rails to rails to rails to rails. Rails. Like, wow. And flipping this one around, like, I'm mesmerized myself even trying to figure out what tracks it's going to go to. I got 2 of these. I was actually going to try to run them back to back. This one, and then into this one, and have, like, make a yard pretty quick with that. So if anybody's got one of those and they're electrifying them and using frogs and snails and tortoises, try to do a video and show us how to do that one. I'm going to, like, attempt it, obviously, but 71,332. Wow. 332 thumbs up. Cool. Just 2 switches. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too, Tom. And that's the biggest thing about electricity, is everything's a switch if you think about it. Your wall switch for a light is a switch. That one's simple. A plug is a switch. You just plug things in and out. That's the switch. Contactors are switches. Solenoids are switches. Everything with electricity has a switch somewhere based on it. So I was kind of thinking the same way, Tom, if I just kind of simplify the whole thing and work on this switch first and get it working, and then later work on this switch, and that's that one, then Bob's your uncle, right? Just got to dumb things down instead of looking at the big picture, look at little smaller pictures all the time. So my brain is a switch. There you go, Norman, so's mine. Treat them as left hand and right hand, point, side by side. Yeah, one way to do it. I bet you're right, Anthony. What'd you say, Anthony? I'll have to, probably the DCC guy has a video on that. Hey, I bet you are right. He's got some pretty cool ones. So, and switches are just switches. Very true. I do like that. 2 trains long enough in the helix, it's taking up 2 levels. So, again, feeders on outside rails, frogs. Very true, Jack. That's the easiest way to do it. So, but like I said, make sure you do the insulated rail joiners on those 2 frog rails, and everything works out pretty good. So the only thing you really got to watch, though, even an electro frog, I guess, if you put those 2 insulated rail joiners on there, but you flip the switch and then forget to flip it back and run a train the other way through it, you're going to get a short. So you got to always make sure your switch is in the right setting also when you're running a switch. What I mean by that is you switch it for the siding, your train comes off, and the frogs for that siding. Train runs around your layout, comes back, now you're on the main line, you hit that switch, and you haven't switched it back yet, you just shorted out your train. So, Sparky, you're making it more complicated for the 3-way than necessary. Well, like I said, John, I'm pretty sure, just like Tom does, and all you guys are saying, is treat it like 2 different switches, just do one at a time. Don't monkey around with electrics if you're not sure. And if you overthink it, it gets more difficult. Very true. And JP videos, I see a balloon. Yep. I guess this is live stream tonight. She thought bring in the old happy birthday balloon for tonight. Birthday's tomorrow. But that's cool. And I still got about 10 wigs to wear, so you guys can throw super chats up there and I'll go through all the wigs. It's his Hurley birthday. Yeah, very cool. I am reasonably educated guy, but switches and reverse loops wiring blow my mind. I haven't even thought about a reverse loop yet, so happy birthday, my friend. Thank you very much, JP. And that's a thought balloon. Well, happy birthday. I put extra power leads entering and exiting all a turnout. And Steve, that's what I kind of do too, always. Before it's coming into my switches, I'll do track feeders. And like I said, as soon as it leaves those insulated rail joiners, I'm doing track feeders there too. So Container Man 60, Sparky 107 had a thought. Yeah, but it went in one ear and out the other, so don't worry about it. So hope you have a fantastic birthday. Thank you very much, Betty. Oh, here's one I haven't worn very much. Give myself the old ponytail. JP Videos, thank you very much, buddy. And it's tomorrow here already, so happy birthday, Sparky. You gonna sing, bud? You can call me back and sing. I'll put you on speaker. I'm so hungry I could ride a horse. And I bet you Heath is so hungry he could eat a Heath bar. I actually use a frog juicer on my Pico 3-way turnouts and don't have any issues. John, you got a video of that, and we can all check that out too. Like I said, they do look complicated, but they're not. And that's all they are, is two different switches. It's the same as having... That 3-way switch is basically the same as having that right there. It's exactly the same. It's just, this is much farther apart than what this is. But it's still the same thing. One switch, two switches, same spot. So, but you look at the big picture, it looks very, very complicated. Jacob, I tried to use a hay wire and it wouldn't conduct electricity. Nope. Cut off the circulation of your arm, though, if you tie it too tight and get your arm caught. Probably show that. And my computer's lagging too far behind, so if somebody wants to OK John Tanzillo's message there, we go. Perfect. So, I think we got through all that. We got through my shoutouts. And I want to go back and check on the Flying Crow, see if we got him up a couple. I think we were at 277. We're at 279. We went up 2. I was hoping we'd get him up a lot higher than that. But maybe you guys are waiting for the end of the show. He likes Vinny. He likes Indian Head Valley and L&A Railroad Productions. I don't even think I'm following that channel, so I might have to try that. We got Alex Brockway. And like I said, he's taking down his layout. And they're moving into a new house, but he still likes to do rail fanning videos. And we got Mr. Ralph Greenwood at 430 followers now, doing the Car Barn video series. I'm sure he'll get another one up there soon. Already subbed to him. Very cool. And I learned what frog juicers were the other day, not what I thought it was. In fact, I was way off. I wasn't quite sure what a frog juicer was. I figured it powered the frog, but and frog juicer isn't that like a turkey baster? Not even close. And why did that just disappear? Oh no, I've gone. So, kind of went through switches. Hopefully I didn't confuse people with all that. I was trying to make it a little bit simpler for Wilmer. Like I said, basically the biggest thing for a switch, and I don't care what kind of switch it is, insulate your two inside rails there and there. These can be metal. Put your rail feeders, track feeders, right after your switch, both sides, and you can do another set down here if you want. Make sure these can slide on and off, and that way you can take that in and out if it screws up. Everything goes up in Sparky. Oh, it went up alright. Let me know if you got my SSDs up that. I didn't get anything from you there, Vinny. But wow, you guys are sending me all kinds of information. So, Vinny, I didn't see anything pop up, bud. Last one I saw was from JP Videos, wishing me a happy birthday. Very cool. John 2618 says, I use frog juicers as well. Love them. So I might have to look into some of those frog juicers. I'm sure OVR Trains has a few of them sitting around. Sparky, what make of turnouts? I use mostly Atlas and Pico on my layout. This one here is a Walters. And I think I got one or two Shinoharas. But like I said, I like the metal frogs on mine just because I did go out and buy a dozen of these a while ago. And that's just so I could power up my frogs. Remember when I had my coal loading area in the basement, I had a couple insulate frogs in there, and they were actually plastic frogs in there. And running GP38s through plastic frogs, a lot of times they like to stall out. So, and Vinny, I'll give you this one, buddy. Maybe, if it'll go on my head. There go my glasses, see you. There we go. Yeah, pick those up faster. Happy birthday, little bro. Thank you very much, Vinny. DNSF 6951. Very cool of you. And does Atlas make turnouts with metal frogs? Yes, because that's pretty sure what that one is. I go look in a box. So, yes, they do make them with the metal frogs, die-cast point frogs, and guardrails. Insulated frog that can be powered, see below. Then it tells you, like I said, it's got that little dot right there that you can solder a wire to. You can kind of see it off to the side, and that goes right to the frog. I know a lot of people don't like Atlas turnouts, but the snap switches that I have been using, I haven't had any problems with them whatsoever. So. And Fred Wild Frog Juicer is basically a short circuit corrector. Oh, cool. That's a pretty simple way of putting that then. So no matter what happens on the frog, then it just kind of flips it. It flips the polarity around then for you. That is the best wig for Sparky. I want to get Amy to do her hair up like this, so. And he's not saying anything else about that, so. You just keep going there, Chugga Chugga. Sparky long stockings. Pippi long stockings. Pippi sounds better. Hastings BNSF N scale modeler, how are you? And Fred Wild, that makes a lot of sense explaining it like that. Yeah, it did. That took the guesswork right out of what a frog juicer is, basically. Wonder what the neighbor thinks seeing that walking around in the wig. Yeah, no kidding. And I do have windows in here, so. Vinny, call me later or tomorrow. And that's from John, so don't forget to do that. And thank you very much, Vinny. Very cool. And that's almost my favorite wig, so. Like I said, I just got to get Amy to wear it, or just do her hair like that. Little House on the Sparky. Hey, I used to watch that show all the time when I was a kid, Hot Rod. I was like glued to the TV when he was on. Do your pants have reflectors on them? Yes, they do. Boom. Have to wear fire retardant clothing at work, and of course we have to be all reflective and everything else. So Sparky Willie Nelson wears the guitar and the weed. Now, I don't have either one at this house. So. Sparky needs a guitar. Well, I need more super chats to buy one of those, I'll tell you that, because guitars aren't cheap. My boss is into collecting guitars, and he's got some really expensive ones too. Wow. Hello, Choo Choo Charlie. 93. Popping in. So I was kind of talking about switches. Hopefully I didn't confuse everybody after I did all that. Made it really simple. But gonna pop this off now. Mondays we got Just Nate with Tiogonda Valley and Coal Company, and that's at 7 p.m. And then we got Tom's Trains and Things on at 8 p.m. Eastern. Check those two out for live streams, guys. Tuesday this week we've got, well, if I can find my mouse again. We've got this Tuesday, we've got the Flying Crow with On Track Tuesday. Still up to 279 followers, guys. Go check him out. That way this Tuesday you can go and watch his live stream. On Track Tuesday, it's the 5th Tuesday of the month. So he will be the special host and guest. So that's pretty cool. Check him out. On Wednesday, well, we know what happens on Wednesday because I'm right here. But the first Wednesday of every month, I believe, is Community Roundhouse, or it's the second week, not quite sure. Someone in here will tell us. And then, of course, we got me, and then we got Michael McCarver. He comes on tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern for a live stream, and he does little kit builds and stuff like that. I'll hang out and chat and things like that. Very, very cool. Thursday, we got Hot Rod Rodney at 7 p.m. Eastern, and he's doing some weathering for us, or kit builds, or showing us some new rail cars and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. McCarville, yes sir. Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. YouTube Tuesday with Barnabas Junction. And yet, I start my breaks at work at 3 p.m. so I can usually tune into your live streams for about 10 minutes. And then I got to go back to work. So I try not to say something in the chat too much, because I know saying hi for 10 minutes, then I miss what I was watching on your live show. But yes, guys, Barnabas Junction on Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. And Tom's Trains and Things is saying After Dark. Barnabas Junction, good job slipping that in. Moderators are allowed to do that kind of stuff. So, and guys, if you know a live stream or something, you can pop it in now. And we got FMR Station was live today too. I think he's back to work though. That's Family Model Railroad Station. And he might be down to once a week. He was doing every day, so, which was pretty cool. He's got 3 different layouts on the go. Outside, N scale, and 00. And right Norman Row and Humanity Junction. Missed something there. So then on Friday we got BNSF 6951 with our cousin Vinny. And he's always got a good montage of things to share with us. Might even be on switches this week, you never know. He's done wiring diagrams, he's done railroad crossings, lighting, signaling, wiring, weathering. He does all kinds of things. Scratch building. So that's pretty cool to stick around and chat with him for a bit. Rave Bell says this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And he's going to have his live chat number 4. Good night, humanity. Have fun. And Keith, thank you very much for your help with getting these cameras back online and stuff like that. Now I just got to figure out how to play with the mics on them. That's all. Go figure. So, and Saturday we got back on track, guys, at 10 a.m. in the morning. Obviously 10 a.m. is the morning, the bango. But check them out. Their channel's growing every week, gets a little bit bigger. Very cool. Always a good group of people on there, and they just have a really good chat. Last week was the community, got to ask them questions, and they all went around and answered them all, so that was awesome. And I actually wasn't working for a Saturday, so I got to pop in and see them for a bit too, so that was cool. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. I got one other shout out I really want to do. Well, it's not one shout out, but you guys can let me know in the chat now if you guys got some contests going, videos coming out. You can put your subscriber counts up in the chat now if you want. But I did a video series a while ago, and I wanted to hit 10,000 followers, or 10,000 views on it. I don't think I got it. So I ended up with 2,888. Hey, that's kind of a cool number though. How to grow your YouTube channel in the model railroad community. Now, the way this kind of worked was you came over to these videos and you scrolled down and you found new channels to go follow. When you went over to their channel by clicking on their name in these comments, because this is how you have to do it now, is find somebody in your comments section. If you're not sure you're following them, you just click on their name. That'll take you over to their channel, right? So we had Railfan Brent with 840, CSX NS train videos, 1,320, D. Klinger, 18, Dave Piper, 205, Crossed Anchors Railroad, what a great idea, and he's got 20, Randall Ellison, thanks for the advice, Sparky, on most of the comments. Like I said, guys, go over to their channels, check them out, but watch a couple videos and then hit subscribe. The Texas Trainmaster, 107, Rick Bailey has 208, Trainmaster 4 has 44, and guys, go back over to this video and post your new counts for me. I'd really love to get this video up to 10,000. That would be cool. So pop over there every once in a while, look for some new channels to go follow, and click on them, watch some videos. GFW Trains, 1,335. North American Trains went from 316 to 390. Wow, that's awesome. John Arthur, 24. Dwight Curley, 184. Santa Fe Bob, 177. Great Northern PDX, 73, and 2 shoutouts from Wilmer. Awesome. Mark Arnold, up to 100 subs. Very cool. Big G's Railroad, 306. Rick Bailey says 195, so he's come back a couple times. Tygona Valley Railroad and Coal Company, 264. I think he's over 300 now. Dwight Curley's 184. Hardcore MOH was at 51. So let us know in the chat, guys, what you're up to now. But see all these names, guys, and people keep coming back. The Closet Branch, 214. West Side Railfan, 41, 136. Simon Trains, MSR, 114. So, just a cool way, guys. You put your name up there and your subscriber count. It tells people, A, there's your train videos and your channel, and how many followers you got. But it just gets your name out there. That's how to grow your channel, is get your videos, your channel mentioned out there. People find it that way. So, again, that's what I have for you guys. We got Schuylkill River Valley at 423 now. Dave Piper still at 205. Dwight Curley's 1. Digger Evans still at 595. 173 PDR Engineer. And do you want us to change our count even when it drops? Yeah, why not? Like I said, you're just going to the video, watching some of it again, post your new subscriber count up there. And the Nearly Historical Railroad, 648. Nice to see you, bud. And I've lost 2 people. I'm at 185. DB Tex at 70. Ron, thank you for taking care of that for me. Norman Rowe saying, how you done? And we got Chasgo at 212. D. Klinger saying hi. And I always get here late. No worries, buddy. And see you later, Don. Barnabas Junction, 3,456. Hey, man, we haven't quite passed me yet, but you're catching me. I just posted a new video. Can't wait to go watch that. Container Man 68. Choo Choo Charlie saying hi to Klinger. And Matthew Perring, surprised I have any. And post some more videos, you'll get some more. But good quality videos, stuff that people want to watch. Like trains going around your layout. People like watching that kind of stuff. So, oh, train's still going up. Or is that going down? Nope, that's going up. So, but that's it for me, guys. Thanks very much for the birthday wishes. Birthday super chats, super stickers. That's very cool. Still had a couple wigs I could have shown, but oh well. I may be doing a live stream this Saturday morning, UK, about 8 a.m. So we can tack on 5 hours for that. So 1 in the afternoon. And no, we're the other way. We take off 5 hours. So wow, Barnabas, that's going to be kind of early, man. You did say 8 a.m., didn't you? Where'd you go? 8 a.m. Yeah, I'm not even out of bed at that hour, bud. I'll have to watch the replay. So Sparky's video, how to grow your channel, part 3. Thank you very much, Ralph. But it's part 1, guys. So go to that one after you watch part 3 and post your new counts and stuff like that. 3 a.m. for you. Yeah, I'm guaranteed I'm still in bed on that one. Okay, Sparky and all, take care. Happy birthday. Thank you, my dear Nancy. Later, Sparky and everyone. Have a good evening. You too, John. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Little pre-birthday stuff. And see what I can do with that blue now. Might be out here for a while. Looks like it's metal though, so don't want to touch the tracks with it. So. Alright. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Happy birthday. Thank you, David Z to G Scale. And Joe Rader, later on. And good night, guys. Talk to you all later on. And hopefully next week we'll get some speaker mics working and cameras working and things like that. I'm not crawling around on my hands and knees for 15 minutes of the first. So, alright guys, thanks very much. Talk to you all later, and bye for now.